sensitive lesion 2. The light sensitive layer at the back of the human eye is called the retina. It is able to detect light due to the presence of photoreceptor cells called cones and rods. There are 3 different types of cone cells, blue, green and red, which are sensitive to different wavelengths of light as shown in figure 1. Different wavelengths of light are perceived as different colours. Okay, a nice little picture of a absorption at different wavelengths for each of the different types of cones and rods. So that's your data you're working from. In cone cells, the light-sensitive molecule retinal combines with a membrane protein to form photoreceptor proteins. Name this membrane protein. There's option. No option. That's just a straight you got to know. Okay. 1% of human males do not have functional red cone cells. A colour vision deficiency called protanopia affected individuals would perceive a red object reflecting light of a wavelength of 670 nanometers as black. Use figure 1 to explain this observation. Okay, right, so 670. They're very specific about this, so let's find that point. Here we go. Here is my 670. So what you've got is, at 670, the only cells that would be responding to that wavelength of light are the red cone cells, and they're non-functional. So you've got no response to any of those, well, any of that wavelength, okay? So you've got no absorption of light at 670, so there's no response. No response means you don't see anything, okay? The reason they've obviously gone 670 is below that at 660, you've still got, I suppose technically only just, or maybe that's still at 0, the green cones responding. Okay, right. Rod cells are more sensitive than cone cells at low light intensities. State how this sensitivity is achieved. Right. So, looking at the mark scheme in this one, it's only worth 1 mark. Okay. So, all they're looking for is the high amplification. So, give it's only 1 mark. That's reasonable. But you're expected to know the whole thing for the cascade. So you could have also said that you get a high level of cascade effect using your G protein, giving you which your transducin, which activates phosphodiesterase, which activates cyclic GMP, which then causes a large-scale closure of ion channels. But 1 mark, so high amplification. All we're looking for. Okay, most birds have 4 types of cone cells. Name the additional wavelength to which these organisms are sensitive. That's straight, you just got to know that is UV. And that was the question, the entire thing.